Sorry, just a little bit technical difficulty. Sorry. Well, the YouTube is working, but somehow the TikTok is not working. So just let me double check what's going on. Sorry for the technical difficulty. I think the mic is out, so it's really challenging. But we'll start anyway. Sorry, there's a technical difficulty. So for those of you who's joining from TikTok side, you're not gonna hear me well. In fact, you're not gonna hear me at all. I don't know whether TikTok is linked. I don't see anyone from TikTok side. Sorry, one of those days that it's not working. Okay, I don't see anyone joining from TikTok side. Yes, finally joining, but I'm just trying to figure out the audio situation. Unfortunately, for TikTok, audio is not working, and then I'm gonna unplug it and plug it back. So I'm gonna just try one more time, and then we're gonna start. Just today, we're gonna talk about marriage green card case, and then the mic that I use. I think it's a ran no battery, but we'll see. Yeah, it's not responding today. I use this one all the time, but it's not working. I'm really sorry that we are encountering technical difficulty, but never had any issue. I don't know what's going on, so sorry for the delay. Yes, I see YouTube users joining. Now, Terry N, sorry, one more time. This is a multi-stream live. Usually I link YouTube, TikTok, and then LinkedIn and Facebook, working on Instagram. I see now I see a lot of text, but TikTok users, I'm not able to use audio today. So sorry. You can join and then post the questions, and then I hope that I can fix this mic situation. But I think the mic is out of battery. But anyway, Terry Ann from YouTube. Can someone work if applying for green card without work permit? Depends. So in the US, if you work, if you're a foreign national and then you work without authorization, that's unlawful employment. If you get married to a US citizen and then then your unlawful employment will be forgiven, and there's another condition that you enter the US with a visa or ESTA. So you must have two conditions for that unlawful employment to be forgiven. Now, under Trump, anything's possible. So I'm just talking about the forgiveness of unlawful employment under Trump's first term and the Biden and previously. As you know, that under Trump's second term, anything's possible. His behaviors and policies are very different than, in some regards, from his first term. Abdallah from YouTube asked the question, my F1 visa, and then there is no additional the question. So I'm gonna look at the TikTok. So once again, for those of you who's joining from TikTok, you probably need to watch me on YouTube later because my audio is probably not working. So maybe I will use iPad audio. It's better than nothing. So I'm gonna see whether I can use that audio, and then you may tell me whether it's working at all. So sorry that I am having TikTok audio issue. Okay. So Krishna asks, why is it taking longer to get renewed work permit? if you have a C8, a pending asylum work permit EAD, then it takes more than 15 minutes. I'm sorry, must be tired. 15 months. That's probably what you have, right? Or if you have a DACA base, right, then it takes longer. And then maybe employment based, family based, we didn't notice any lengthier processing time. So for those of you who's joining from TikTok, you may tell me whether you can hear me at all because I'm using iPad audio, which is worse than what I usually use. But just I having some technical difficulties. So sorry that. So I'm gonna review this. Yes. So Druk Boy say that. So you have a pending asylum case, potentially affirmatively with the U.S. CIS, and then you're thinking about getting married to U.S. citizen, and then what happened to you? Call us. Call us. You need to be very careful. Many of you think that when you get married to U.S. citizen and have a pending asylum case, you like to withdraw your asylum case, and I don't need it. Marriage-based case is better, which is true, but you need to be careful. And then call us, and then we will be able to help you navigate, this situation. So Abdallah started with one question from YouTube. So then my F1 visa, and then there's additional questions. So I'm going to read it to you. So his spouse, wife, is a permanent resident, and then you got married July 2024, and then you are not attending or you're out of F1 studies now. And then how can I get approved for I-130 and approved for 61A? Abdallah, you're also, you need to call us for case evaluation. Now, you enter the U.S. with F1 visa, right? And then, but the situation is that your spouse is permanent resident, so you're being out of status and potentially unlawful employment will not be forgiven. And then you're thinking about doing waiver. That's possibility. That's possibility. But just call us. We will be able to help you out. Right? We need a little bit more additional information. Abdallah, you see the phone number because I'm linked to TikTok. I'm not able to say the phone number, but if you look at the screen, there's a phone number you can call us. I'm Dr. Jae Francis, right? Sorry that I didn't introduce, but you can find that way or call that number on the screen. Elaine, I think that I probably talked to you previously, but welcome. And then Terry Ann, is there a fee for a case evaluation? So I will tell you this. A case evaluation with intake manager and intake specialist are complimentary. We don't charge. It means that when you call us, usually Maria, who is our intake manager and intake specialist, will get your information. And then if you talk to Maria, then she will tell you whether you have a case and give you pricing information. If you like to talk to me or other attorney, then it will be paid consultation. We don't offer free consultation. So that's my information. I'm switching back to. Okay, so Elaine asked YouTube. So then, can you apply for 45 if you don't have I-94? Now, if you enter the U.S. since 2014, then you will be able to generate your I-94 online. But if you enter the U.S. long time ago and you misplace the white, like a I-94 form, then you may go with U.S. entry stamp on your passport. But if you misplace that passport that contains the visa and entry stamp, then you need 102 I-102 to get I-94 replacement. Otherwise, your case will be denied. You as applicant has a burden to show that you entered, inspected, and admitted. So I'm gonna see TikTok what's going on here. Like I said, we have a yeah. So I don't think the TikTok viewers, you're not able to hear me. Sorry. I'm gonna scroll back to see whether any of you can hear me. Now, just for those of you who's attending this meeting, Zoom. Sorry, I'm just tired. This live through TikTok. Just oh yes, yes. So HG, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's not perfect, but you confirm that you can hear me. Just that's helpful, because whenever I have a technical difficulty, I just struggle. So sorry. So thank you so much. I'll get back to TikTok, YouTube. Exciting. By the way, our cat Rosie is sleeping. By the window perch. So she's tired. Okay, you can watch her. Yeah, she's showing her face. Her name is Rosie, and she's Scottish Fold, 3 month old, super baby. Anyway, so Edward asked a question from YouTube. So, his wife entered the U.S. with a K-1 visa back in August 2024. You got married October of 2024 within 90 days. That's good. And apply for AUS, adjustment of the status, in November 2024. And then because when you enter with a K1, and then when you file your AOS relatively soon, then you don't have much relationship document. His question is whether he can upload additional document, because probably they have it now. Edward, right? You have it now. Can you upload it into my USCIS account? You may, but we haven't confirmed anything. But there's a possibility that under Trump, USCIS may schedule interview for all cases, AUS cases, but you may upload your additional relationship documents. And then Elaine, yeah, you're gonna call us tomorrow. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, so thank you so much for joining from TikTok. Once again, sorry that typical audio setting is not working. It's just like super hectic since Trump became president. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Abdul say that he had a pending asylum case, and his attorney withdraw his application without his permission. I don't know what's going on, but you need to talk to your attorney. I don't know what's going on, but just sounds concerning. Sounds concerning. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to all your the questions that posted on TikTok. I'm gonna go back and forth. Edward say thank you. So hope that USCIS approve your case. Now, back in 2024, under Biden, AUS cases based upon the K1, like we had some cases approved in 30 days without interview. So it was between 30 days and 90 days to get approval. I don't think that is coming back. So to give you K1 based AUS processing time, we're thinking between 6 months and 1 year, and then possibility of interview. So switching back to TikTok, I'm just reviewing. Yeah, many of you earlier said that you couldn't hear me, and then we had some issues with the audio, and then it's working. Thank you. Now, okay. So why, Nathan? You filed your case. It looks like you filed marriage green card case about a week ago, and you didn't receive your receipt notice. Did you submit G1145, which is USCIS giving you a text message, or have you filed with a check? Then check your checking account. So usually these are the two actions. Right? The first actions taken by USCIS, right? Send you a text message. If you submitted G1145, I tell everyone, include G as in George 1145. So then you can get text message. Even when the USCIS reject your package, then they will send you text message. That's the first action taken by USCIS. The next one is to cash out filing fee. We live in America. Government like to be paid. So that's the second step. So once you have text message confirming or sending you receipt numbers, and then you confirm that they cash out your payment, then usually there is no issue of getting receipt notices. But sometimes you don't get them as well. So that's why it's a good idea to work with attorney, because we get duplicate copies, right? Clients get receipt notices, we get ours. Good to have an attorney, especially under Trump. Okay, so I'm just reviewing this. Okay, Millie, do you know anything about parole in place, keeping families together, PIP for other situation? It's not offered anymore. I mean, the last action taken by USCIS was to send the money back, send their money back. So that's the latest action. They're, the keeping families together parole in place is gone. Hey, Archida, how are you? So Archida filed 129F petition in November of last year, still pending with the California Service Center. Like, wonder whether they approve your case. If not, almost there, almost there. Okay. Okay. So user 3840 said I have a removal order, and then on asylum. And then VAWA case approved. Motion to terminate. Oh, you have a motion pending with the BIA and MI safe. Okay. Well, I mean, when you have a removal order, but you added a VAWA case as well, so it's kind of complicated. It's kind of hard to tell. But his question is about this. So the Trump's immigration is conducting what they call mass deportation. They're targeting mainly two groups. Those with the final removal order, it means that you had a hearing and trial with the immigration court, but you lost it. You're supposed to leave the United States, but you chose to stay. So you have a pending, you have a removal order on you, right? So then they're the priority targets. The second groups are those with the serious criminal records. Also, the Trump's immigration acknowledged that there will be detention of collaterals. It means that people who happen to be near these people, right, family members and friends. So you need to be careful. The next group would be, those who enter the U.S. with a humanitarian parole, namely from Venezuela, right? So there's two different groups. One's TPS will expire in April. Another Venezuelan's TPS will expire in September. And then there are the main targets. So about, like almost like 800, 1 million Venezuelans are targets. And then after that, Haitians, Nicaraguans, and Cubans who enter with a humanitarian parole next. And then who knows? So that's targets right now. Okay, Terry Ann asked question: do you pay all immigration fee, which is 3,005? Terry, you have K1 base. No, I'm just mixing up here. Okay, so I'm just going back, Terry. Okay, yeah. So you have a marriage green card case. We don't include or encourage including 131 advanced parole, because you end up paying 630, and then it takes long. The 131 advanced parole usually takes between 6 months and 1 year. And under Biden and still now, marriage green card cases go fast, even though scheduled for interview. So you may end up paying 630 and you don't get advanced parole if the USCIS approve your green card fast. But the question is, do you pay all filing fee? Answer is yes. So right now, when you have a marriage green card case, you pay I-130 45 and 765 for sure. That's 2,375. If you include 131, that's 3,005, and then yes, you pay all. And then I tell all the time, it is absolutely good idea to submit everything. Remember, Terry, you need to include 693 immigration medical exam report. There is no government filing fee, but you need to pay what they call civil surgeons, USCIS approved medical doctors. Otherwise, your case will be rejected. Now, we got a lot of YouTube viewers asking questions. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm gonna read this. So Shonshoka, right? Hope that I'm pronouncing your name correct. You just got married. Well, congratulations. I'm tired. It's been a long day. You're newlywed, and then you apply for marriage green card case, right? Okay, and I have no. Okay. Oh. Let me drink water. Okay, sorry. Never falsely claim to be U.S. citizen. So I will tell you this: for your employment I-9, if you or employer select that you're a U.S. citizen falsely, you don't have a case. You're not getting green card. Period. I mean, that's serious, right? That's the most common false claim to U.S. citizen. The second one is to voting. We just had an election in November, right? For those of you living in blue states like Wisconsin, Illinois, when you apply for a driver license or renew it, DMV, right? Staff will say that, well, would you like to register as a voter? Say no. Unless you're a U.S. citizen, you're not supposed to do it. There's more. When you apply for mortgage, right? Like your spouse U.S. citizen, but you're not. And then if you look at the mortgage application, there's a section say that, are you a U.S. citizen? And then sometime out of your desire to get mortgage, you say yes, or your lender, your bank will select it for you. Like they don't care. Like just select. That's false claims to U.S. citizen. So critical. Now, but that's not, Sean Soka's question. She just mentioned, or he just mentioned that never claimed to be a falsely claimed to be U.S. citizen. But I just wanted to explain a little bit more. Now, looks like Sean Shoka is working unlawfully, and then but I just wonder like what kind of employment immigration information paper did you submit for your employment? Looks like you didn't go with I-9 and then didn't select U.S. citizen. Like, did you select your permanent resident or with a fake green card or fake work permit? Very concerned about this employment situation. So I need a little bit more information. Anyway, NIG Dub, Nick Dub, ask. Okay, so it's about USCIS giving you sort of feedback, right? So USCIS received his or her application 45 on January 8th. And then looks like you went with a credit card. You know that you can use the credit card, and then they process your payment, but you didn't get any receipt notices. So then I will tell you this, right? So very important. Most marriage green card application go to what they call application support center, right? And then usually PO box. Now, then you need to have two conditions. Number one, you pay filing fees and you waited 30 days, right? So then nicked up your past 30 days. So you waited 30 days and then your application required filing fee, check. Then you can Google up and then say that it's called lockbox email. You can email designated assigned lockbox to ask, hey guys, USCIS, I apply and then you guys cash out my filing fee, credit card payment, but I didn't get any receipt notice. Now, I don't want to scare you, but the USCIS really fast, right? In terms of scheduling biometrics. So, Nick Dub, I'm wonder whether you submitted G1450 to get text messages. If you know your receipt number, especially 45, then type up that receipt number on the USCIS case studies online, and they see whether they schedule biometrics, capturing fingerprints. If you see that biometrics appointment was scheduled, then you need to call the USCIS as well. And they say that you guys receive my application, you process my payment, but as of today, I didn't get my receipt notices. And then you guys schedule biometrics, and they either ask them to reschedule, and then you need to call them. Otherwise, they may say under Trump, say that you fail to attend scheduled biometrics. They have a right to deny your case. So what does it mean? You lose your money. You lose your filing fee. So, Akash, okay, so when do you get 131 Advanced Pro? When you submit your marriage green card case, I say 6 months to 1 year. But I will tell you this: if you, I don't know, Akash, right, whether this is you or not, but if you overstay, if you have a visa overstay, it means that you enter with a visa and overstay, and then not a good idea to go overseas. Not a good idea to go overseas. Just don't go under Trump if you have a visa overstay. If not, you may be okay. Well, Nick Double, I'm glad that you have a biometrics notice. So you know your 485 receipt number, contact lockbox. Okay, sorry, okay. So let's do this. Sorry that I had a technical difficulty with a TikTok audio. Never happened, but it just happened today. I'm really sorry for those of you joining TikTok. I'm gonna make sure that this never happens. Okay, so I apologize. I'm sorry. It's just like babbling here. I'm really sorry, but I'm gonna wrap it up now. So next week, Thursday, 5 p.m., we're gonna have a multi-stream live, but I'm gonna make sure that everybody is able to listen to me and ask the questions. Okay. Now, the benefits of joining this live from YouTube is that I'll be honest with you, I see a lot bigger the questions on the screen than TikTok. TikTok's lovely, but it's a little bit small. So for those of you who use TikTok and YouTube at the same time, try to join and ask the question from YouTube. I'm about to wrap it up. So I will see you next Thursday, 5 p.m. Central Time. Until then, stay safe and peace be with you. Thank you so much for watching and joining this meeting. Thank you. Bye-bye.